Yo, what is up, all you stone cold, illmatic, spunky monkeys, King Kongs of aquariums? You watching Aquafunk Aquatics with me, Aquafunk. I got problems. I got snail problems. I got
big snail problems.
I'm not talking about big snails like this big behemoth of a snail. This is a, what is this? This is an apple snail. I've had this apple snail for like 2 years, 2.5 years or something like this. I call him Crazy Legs. He was little when I got him, but I call him Crazy Legs. He was in a 10-gallon with a beta when I first got him. He was that little, but now look at him. Big monster. Woo. This video takes a couple twists and turns, so make sure you watch to the end. The end result is nothing what I thought was gonna be when I first started making this video, but that's what happens when you're doing it in real time. All right, like I said, I got problems. Not problems in this tank. This is my 75 rare Central American cichlid tank, which I'm going to be doing a video on. It's just I'm not quite ready yet, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell if you're interested in checking out this tank and all the features. Trust me, you fish, even people who are not really into fish, you're going to be into this. Subscribe, notification bell, and I'll get that out to you as soon as I feel like, you know, it's all polished and everything. I got it ready for you. The video is about snail infestation, and in my 56 boat front, which I have in my room right back there, I have a snail infestation. In fact, I got a Malaysian trumpet snail infestation. Pop quiz: the first person that can tell me where Malaysian trumpet snails come from will be my best friend. Here's the funny thing about these Malaysian trumpet snails and the infestation that I got going on over there, and I'm gonna show you in a little bit, but I have to let you know how amazing it is that I have this issue. So I had this tank set up at my old apartment, never had fish in it. There was some Malaysian trumpet snails in there, some. I took all the water out, but I left all the gravel, right? Then I took the tank and I put it in storage. Well, I pulled the storage out, I pulled the tank out of storage, and I was like, you know what, this gravel, I'm not gonna do anything. It was actually a mix of gravel and sand. So I went ahead and put it in my 56 boat front. I did clean it out. I did rinse out the gravel and everything, and I put it in there, and boom, out of nowhere, I got Malaysian trumpet snails. Now that 56 bow front, right now I have 2 discus, 2 angels, and like 6 green cories, and about 1 billion Malaysian trumpet snails. So they just came out of nowhere. I remember seeing 1, I remember seeing 2, I remember seeing 5. Then one day I woke up, there were so many babies that they were floating on the top of the water. I actually thought it was like sawdust or something. So let's go check out. Let's go check out this this invasion of trumpet snails I got going on with my angels and discus. All right, so here it is, my 56 bow front. I love this tank. My favorite tank ever. I got my platinum angel, my double black veil angel. Look at all that at the top of the water. That's all baby trumpet snails that have gathered up so much that they become like little floating islands. You see a little bit of the baby. I don't know where the adults are. Normally the adults are out too, but because I want to film, of course they're gonna hide. There goes my little wild caught discus. I don't really see them in the bushes too much, but they could be camouflage. Look at you see that little blotch right there in the shadow? I think those are eggs. There goes one adult up there. At any rate, more of the surface of the water where all those little baby trumpet snails are. Yeah, I could get a net and scoop them out, scoop them out, scoop them out, but I want to try and fix the problem, right? One of the reasons why there are probably, you know, so many of them is feeding. I don't have a problem overfeeding because I do a lot of water changes on this tank. I'm trying to bulk up the fish. Now some of this food will get lost. I do have cories in there, but I think what's happening is because I'm feeding so heavy, even though I'm doing large amounts of water changes on a regular basis, there's still food being, you know, hidden away where the cories may not be able to get it. Beans are so bushy and everything. So look, I really wanted you to see these angels that came up to the top and say hello. They think they're gonna get fed, you hungry hippos. Anyway, more water changes, less food. That's the only thing I can say about this. All right, so let me show you how I plan on taking care of this, remedying this issue. Real simple, real cheap. I got me a water bottle, 2 rubber bands, 3 rocks, and some food. And this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna make a trap Now these traps, these DIY traps, snail traps, are all over the internet. Some of them I feel a little bit more. You can even buy these traps, like real fancy traps. I ain't buying no trap for no snails, because after you're done with them, I mean, I just not buying no trap. While working in my fish room, I was thinking about the video, and I realized I didn't say nothing about assassin snails in there. And the reason why assassin snails is not an option for me is because they're just gonna take too long for as many snails as I have in there. So that's why I didn't go with assassin snails. But I did do a video on assassin snails. If you guys want to learn about them, maybe they'll work for you. I'm gonna put a link right there. I think it's there. Maybe it's over there. It's definitely gonna be there or there, definitely. Step 1, grab yourself some scissors and an empty water bottle and cut the top of it like so that you still got a curve in it. Real easy to do. All right, it's got to fit like that. You see there? It's got to fit like that. Step 2, grab yourself. Now, here's the thing. If you have a heavy duty plastic top with thick plastic, you might want to use a drill. But this cheap water bottle, honestly, I'm just gonna stick this through it and hopefully don't kill myself. But I'm gonna use a table. That's right. Check it out. Check it out. Now here's the trick. You gotta make it big enough for the snails to get in there. But as you saw, I have Cory cats, so I don't want to just go without a cap, because the Cory cats can get in there and eat all the bait that I'm about to put in there. So because those Cory cats, well, they're not super full grown, they are chunky little monkeys, so they ain't gonna be able to get up in here. Now the rocks is to weigh it down. You drop the rocks in, whoop, whoop, right? And then you drop some food in, put it upside down, stick it in, cut one of your rubber bands, place it over the top as if it was a strap. You want to know why? Because that's what we're using it for, a scrap. See there? A little strap it in. Then you take your other rubber band and secure the strap. And there you go. Now, when I first started looking into it, there's a whole bunch. I want to say I'm gonna leave a description of the channel that I got this off of, but there are like so many channels. I watch so many of them, and some, like I said, some were a little bit more complicated than others. But this is all you need. The idea is that when you drop it in there, the rocks will float to the bottom. The little snails will go in through the little snails will go in through the hole, and because it's kind of like, you know, funneled opposite, they're not too bright, you know what I mean, so they won't figure out how to get out, but they're gonna be able to smell all the decomposing food. So you want to be careful as to how much food you put in there. Honestly, everybody always put in the videos that I've seen, they put algae wafers or some type of vegetable. Right now, all we have is canned vegetables. I'm not opening up a can of vegetables to put one, like a peas or something like that, to put in there. I'm not gonna do that. But I have seen them tear up other fish foods, some sinking fish foods, so I went ahead and did that. And I don't have any algae wafers on me right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rock with this, because this, I believe, is gonna get rid of the bigger snails. Okay? I don't really think I'm gonna be able to get rid of 100% of the snails. So I'm thinking about getting me some type of loach. Stay tuned. Like I said, you gotta hit that subscribe button. Actually, you know what? Now, by the end of this video, I think I'll let you know if I'm gonna put some loaches in there and what kind of loaches I'm gonna put. If you have a good idea right now, put it in there. I'm gonna go. In my head, I have an unconventional loach to put in there for this problem. In the comments, see if you can figure out what I'm gonna do. By the end of the video, you'll go ahead and you'll go ahead and see the loach that I'm planning on putting in there. But okay, so why are all these snails a problem? Well, here's the thing. At first, they're actually kind of like a blessing in disguise, right? They come in, they eat up all the food at the bottom. Your tank actually becomes the cleanest it's ever been. But they multiply and continue to multiply. And you think to yourself, that's good, right? You have a whole bunch of cleaning crews. Well, they're also producing waste. They're adding to your bio load. Now, there are chemicals that you can buy to kill these little nuisance snails or pest snails, whatever you want to call them. But I also have mystery snails. The mystery snails were there on purpose. So I would have to pull out the mystery snails. And once I add this chemical, all those little snails are going to die at once. And unless you're ready to pick out every last 100,000 of them yourself, what they're going to do is they're going to pollute your water with abundance of ammonia from this mass extinction event. So I don't want to go with chemicals. I don't really mind them being there if their numbers are checked. So if I could get those a large portion of the bigger ones out, and this loach that I'm going to be getting handle the smaller ones, I feel like as the bigger ones lay eggs, which they do, I think you saw that in there, and have babies, these loaches can keep their numbers down in check. I'm hoping that's the case. But yeah, let's see what, you know what? Let's go check out these loaches, see what you think about it. All right, so it's the next day. Last night I did pull out some snails. Wasn't as much as I wanted it to be, but I did get some out. So that's I guess this thing would be a thing like a time-consuming process. It'd be like, you know, something that you'd have to, you know, do over time. But today I noticed something that I'm not too happy with. So the actual container. Well, first of all, I probably would have got better results as far as snails if I would have used a piece of vegetable or a algae wafer. But nevertheless, if you look in there, I'm show you. The food is dissolving. That dissolved food causes ammonia. I've done a really good job at keeping the ammonia down to 0 on this tank. So that's bothering me. My ADD is driving me nuts. I'm going to call an audible though. I'm not going with a loach. I was going to go with a coolie loach, and some of you guys might be like, coolie loaches aren't really known for eating snails. Remember what I said? I really only wanted the babies to be gone, and I figured a coolie loach would be able to take care of the babies. But again, my ADD, the fact that the coolie loach is from a different place in the world than where these guys come from, that was bothering me. Any loaches are you know, wouldn't be in the same area, are not Amazonian. So I'm going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Which is take these fish out of here completely. I'm gonna put them now. Both of these, the angels definitely breed, and I'm gonna let them be in a 20 by themselves. And the discus, who haven't bred for me yet, do at times show baiting behavior. They seem to do better in a community tank, though, in my opinion. But because of I have a fish that's a killer, and I really love this fish. I think it's an incredible fish. It's a rare fish. I ain't gonna let you know what it is, but this tank is gonna be a single specimen fish tank. So, and I know he's gonna kill these. I know he's gonna eat up all these baby snails. On one hand, the trap did work. Snails were attracted to it. Like I said, if I were to put a more appropriate bait, it probably would have worked better. But on the other hand, you're purposely putting bait in there to make a smell to attract the snails, which I'm not comfortable with. I don't know. It's I guess it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So you know, you decide what's best for you on this one. I'm glad I was able to do it though. I mean, that's one thing I've never done in the hobby so far, is make a DIY snail trap. It's a good learning experience for me. So that's where we're at. If you want to know what fish I'm going to put in there, then you have to subscribe, because I've been trying to figure out what to do with this fish, and I'm going to give you the whole story when I put it in there. And this is my first attempt at building a trap. I've had nuisance snails, but they were ram's horn snails, and they didn't do that floating thing at the top like these trumpet snails do. So that's new for me. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But I don't know. Was this a successful video, or was it a flop? I think it was a little bit of both. Let me know what you think in the comments.